Is JYP making a supergroup? And why would Ateez Wooyoung and San's relationship be something to be weirded out about? NCT 127 in the club? Riize's Wonbin caught staring at aespa Ningning, but why did Somi reply to that tweet? All that and more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. If you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. As always, resources linked below, and feel free to skip through to whatever subject interests you the most. So let's get started. So first up, we have to talk about JYP's alleged supergroup. So this is exciting because this isn't super common. And well, is it common? I mean, it's not really common anywhere, is it? Which makes it all the more exciting, right? Because SM has Super they also have Got the Beat. It's not all that common anywhere other than SM Entertainment, because now I'm thinking about Max Step, Unique Unit, surely something with Super Junior. We don't talk about that. Is it JYP's turn? So it seems that they have seemingly submitted a trademark for Twinsy. This kind of makes me think back to when Misamo was submitted as a trademark for JYP, and people all like figured out that it would be Mina, Momo, and Sana making a Japanese unit, and people were already excited about it before it was even announced based on that trademark alone. So what could Twinsy possibly be? Let's take a look. Cake. You know how I said Soñar reminds me of My Power by Beyonce? I've been singing this song today and I keep getting to Itzy's Cake as well. Como se soñar, a soñar. Cake. I don't know. I can't get to it now because you guys are giving me too much pressure. JYP Entertainment's latest trademark sparks supergroup rumors. So there was a post titled JYP Entertainment's recently submitted trademarks that went viral. And here we can see Twinsy. So submitted applicant is JYP Entertainment Corporation. I'm trying to see if there's anything we can get from this. Because, usually it'll be like for clothing or whatever the hell. Haju international law. I don't know why that makes me laugh. So really, we don't have much to go off of, if anything at all. We just have, it seems, 4 applications for it. Fair enough. I love wondering. So fans are so smart, because my first thought would have been just like, maybe ITZY is doing a collab or something, and they're making merch for that collab, and it's just like Twinsy. Who knows what the product is? I'm not that clever. At the very least, maybe Twice and ITZY. But then where does the N come from? This is where netizens come into play, because fans are saying the name is based on JYP Entertainment's existing groups. So the TW for Twice, the I for ITZY, the N for NMIX, and the Z. Oh my god. Twinsy. How is Twinsy spelled? Let's go back. No, that makes no sense, because Niju is ZI and this is ZY. So I think Niju is out of it. They're out of the running. We've kicked them out. So here's what some netizens think about this. I don't think it's for Niju. Is it a unit made of Twice and ITZY members? Oh, I wonder who is in the unit. It's either an ITZY unit or ITZY dolls. I think it's for an ITZY unit. ITZY unit. It might seriously be ITZY's dolls. Will it be like Got the Beat? Wow, whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it. That's my first thought too, like maybe it's just having to do with ITZY, especially an ITZY unit, which would make the most sense. Now I did think, maybe Niju had a Korean debut specifically to create a little bit more hype build up towards this, but I don't know, I'm not totally convinced. However, for ITZY, maybe JYP is really planning ahead, especially in light of Leah's absence of the group from the group. It would, in theory, they already have a comeback planned that she will be missing from, but should she need more time off, it would make the most sense in the world for ITZY to have a subunit. We need to bring back subunits in K-pop. I think it allows a group to explore a different flavor, like orange caramel versus after school, or the same flavor in a different font if we think of Sister 19 versus Sister. I feel like subunits used to be huge in 2nd gen, but where did they go? On that note, let me know your favorite subunits. But most importantly, if you were to create a JYP supergroup, who would you choose? Wooyoung and San from Ateez, otherwise known as their name together WooSan, which is really cute because it means umbrella in Korean. Now, fans ship them together left, right, and center. We will not get into that today. However, the two appeared on My Neighborhood Friend Kangnam, where they shared with the host that they had friendship tattoos. So for those who don't know, they each have a tattoo on their thigh that say Amicus ad Aras, which actually, if you Google that, you can see in the more images, wait, what is this? WooSan being Amicus ad Aras Fever Era Part 1. let's get to the tattoos though. So we can see here they both have the tattoos, right? And it essentially means like friends forever. Don't fact check that. Well, let's fact check that. What does it actually mean? Now, for anyone who knows more than me, why on Wikipedia it says amicus usque aras, a friend as far as to the altar, a lifelong partner, a friend to the very end. So when you take the usque away, like, what does that mean? I want to know, like, the thought process behind this. You know, people are just really enamored by their friendship and they seem to be really close, which a lot of people would argue that their idols are actually all super close. It's not the case for everyone. A lot of people are just business partners, and that's okay. It's okay. Don't shoot the messenger. But I digress. So they revealed this to the host, right, on the show that they're on, and the host was kind of like weirded out. Literally, he says weird. Now, when he says it's weird, he's kind of, you know, having this implication that they're more than friends, to which they both deny, saying it's a friendship tattoo. So let's check out this interaction. So here we can see he just says like 이상해, weird. Then he's like, oh, you too, and then the subtitles are like, what were you thinking? Question mark. Then of course they both deny it and say that it's a friendship tattoo. It means friends forever until death in Latin. And he responds, it's like a movie. Let's just check out the clip.
저희는 그것도 했어요, 형님. 타투. 타투? 네. 무슨 타투? 우정 타투. 우정 타투. 에? 얘 이상해. 야, 너네, 야. 야, 아니에요.
So we can see his reaction is like, whoa, that's weird, right?
그거 말고도 이제 있고 여러 개가 있는데 너는 많아? 저요? 하나 있어요, 이거 딱 하나. 방금 하나 있는데 이거를 한 거야? 네. 야. 낭만이잖아요.
So here's what people think about this reaction. Calling a friendship tattoo weird when you don't even know them or the bond they have is crazy. That's kind of weird. That man is weird because you can tell he is implying it to degrade them. OP delete. What in the toxic masculinity is this? And then of course, Koreaboo's giving us a lesson on toxic masculinity. The implication that the two men would only be so close if they were romantically involved is an idea often found in toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is a concept that emphasizes harmful ideas of what it means to be manly, i.e. not showing emotions. I can't say all these words. He was being weird and kind of homophobic for insinuating that in a weird way because he thinks men can't be friends. Saw this video on TikTok today and I couldn't understand how people found it funny. San doesn't look comfortable at all, plus why would that guy keep asking those questions and make that face like it's giving homophobic? So this clip is of course taken from a 23-minute video. You know, some people did think the interaction was cute, you know. The whole friendship tattoo conversation made me smile. San's answer, isn't it romantic? And it was even liked by the YouTube channel. So of course I would love to know what you think about this situation. I do want to talk about it just like very briefly, because if it's about like the tattoo specifically, let's like isolate this to just the tattoo specifically. Just isolate it to specifically you're reacting to the fact that two friends got tattoos. I know fans are gonna be like, but listen, I wanted a tattoo with my boyfriend once. And he's now my ex. Can you imagine it? And even at the time, I was so convinced. I was like, even if this doesn't last forever, the tattoo would like symbolize the time that we had together, and I would never regret that. Scratch that. That did not age well at all. I'd like to add that I'm also a terrible judge of character. But at the end of the day, it's really none of anybody else's business. And I just think in general, it's not a good idea to make someone feel bad for something that they've permanently already done to their body. And listen, I believe in WooSan's friendship. I think they will be friends forever. Oh my God, I already feel like fans are gonna trash me in the comments. Listen, you know, some tattoo artists won't even do like couple tattoos or friendship tattoos because of their lived experiences. And you know, for some people, it totally works out, you know, for the rest of your days. Though how would you keep track of it? Doesn't matter. On the basis of tattoos alone, that is the ultimate. Well, you know, tattoos can be removed these days too, or covered up, so I guess it's not that bad really. I take it back. After all that, I take it back. But here's some very powerful advice that I have for you guys. Like Girls' Day said in their 2012 smash hit Nothing Lasts Forever, nothing lasts forever. Which I guess applies to tattoos as well, but it's kind of painful. I have a question. I have a real question here, because I feel like there's like idols in the news who like get these tattoos and they're like, well, I'm just gonna remove them when I don't want them anymore. Is it that easy in Korea? Because I have quite a few tattoos that I'm just like, I'd love to get them removed. First of all, like it's gonna probably cost like $10,000. It's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna take a really long time. How do you just get a bunch of tattoos with like this thought process that, oh, I could just get them removed? Or is like, is it just because they have money? Like, I want to know, like, who's your tattoo removal person? Because I would like to get in contact. But anyways, if we're adding in like this disgust factor that, you know, it's weird that two friends could love each other that much, then, you know, I can definitely see where people are coming from. That's a completely different issue on its own. But again, with the full context that we have as of now, what do you think of this situation? Let me know in the comments below. So NCT 127 were in the club. Name the song in the comments. NCT 127 allegedly take over dance floor at club in Thailand. It was so funny. I was reading over this the other day and one of the comments said, why is it allegedly when you have the video? I don't know. I always wonder. Okay, well, first of all, here's the story in and of itself. It seems that they were in a club in Thailand and all of these videos are going viral across social media because, you know, you're seeing these idols at a club and they're having fun and dancing. But I'll be honest, I've seen also videos where one member is like dancing and having so much fun and then he spots the camera and he stops. And it's just, it really rubs me the wrong way. I don't know. I feel like specifically in places like clubs, in places like gyms, you just sometimes want to enjoy yourself without having people film it. And I get it, if you're walking down the street, it's a different story. But when you're in a place like a club or, you know, I just feel like there's some places where you shouldn't be allowed to film. Does that make sense? Because it just takes the fun out of everything. Like imagine wanting to let loose and you're just stood there worried. This is not even something that is specific to idols themselves. Picture yourself, you're just an average Joe going to a club and someone filming themselves and you're in the background doing some weird dance moves. What if you go viral in the background of someone else's video? Like that's like, I think, oh, I want to go do these things, I want to go have fun, and then it's like, well, no, what if you are in the background of someone's video? Like that's terrifying. Like he does look like he's having so much fun. Maybe he's even like dancing for the camera, I don't know, but it's still like so iffy, and I'd love to know your thoughts about that. Because of course, if you're in public, you have no right to privacy. That's a given. Because there was a clip I remember of allegedly, again, how do you even know it's NCT? Like how, I don't understand how you even recognize people. Like should it, I don't, and then to like put your, I get so nervous to even vlog in public, you know, because it's just so embarrassing. I don't know how people have the guts to do this. Okay, mind you, it seems like NCT 127 is allegedly filming too, but still, maybe one of you will say something that would like change my opinion on this. I don't know, I'm open to it, but like, I just have this weird feeling about it. So in some of the comments I'm reading, some people are like, you know, it's fun to see them out having fun, like it's good and everything. So maybe I'm overreacting, maybe, I don't know. What do you make of this situation? Do you think it's weird? Do you think because it's in public, everything is fair game? Oh, I think I have a TikTok for this situation.
I always get so surprised when I see videos getting leaked, like idols in clubs. Not the idols, because they can do whatever they want. I'm surprised that the people are recording, because you're telling me you ran into your idol club and the first thing you're gonna do is pull out your phone. If I was in a club and I saw Bumby dancing with 3 other girls, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be the 4th one. Forget pulling my phone out. I'm gonna jump in myself. Make my own Wattpad moment. I'm gonna do his shoulder and pretend like I don't know who he is. Opportunities are endless. Taking out my phone to record is the very last thing on my list.
Oh my god, do you remember that TikTok of like, I don't, that guy from like Vampire Diaries, and like someone asked him like, do you like stray kids? And he's like, stray kids, what do you mean? Like stray cats and stray dogs, like lost children, we need to help them. And the caption was like Bangtan saying he wants to date someone who doesn't know stray kids. And then anyways, I mean, yeah, like I don't know, I'm pretty sure I saw San in Toronto or Toronto adjacent. What's the name of that place? Hamilton. I'm pretty sure Audrey and I walked by Ateez's hotel. I'm pretty sure I saw San. I just like walked back and I was so terrified to like look weird, you know, because we already walked past it. I thought I saw him. I walked back and like quickly left. Like I wasn't going to pull my phone up. That's weird. What if it wasn't him? I just saw like a bunch of suitcases and I thought I saw him at the corner of my eye. But like I can't picture myself just standing there and having people stare back at me while I'm like, hi guys. I mean, not that I would like walk into that hotel and like pretend like I don't know who they are and sit beside him and be like, you know, how's the weather, you know? Anyways. This was the next article that I saw, however. From the club to the airport, NCT 127's work ethic impresses netizens. So, and then this picture in particular where it's like night versus morning. So on December 7th, the group departed from the Incheon airport, heading to Thailand for a special meet and greet, an event organized by Shopee. So they went to the event. After the event, they went live on Weverse, and then it seems they went to the club. But then 8 a.m. the next day, or the same day, I don't know, they're back at the airport. Ilichil going to the club for a little dance battle at 1 and to the airport at 2 is so funny. They really living it up. They did fan sign, did Weverse live, went to the club and woke up the next day for a flight. I was just waiting for this to become a thing because I saw one too many TikToks really dramatizing Riize Wonbin staring at aespa Ningning. No, I don't know why I keep saying it like that. Do you want to see a couple? He's smitten for her. Oh my god. They're totally dating. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Before anyone comes for me, it's an exaggeration, okay? No, but seriously, I went down a rabbit hole because I just kept seeing like dramatized videos like that of him literally. This is me being Wonbin. Literally, that's it. I love it though. Wonbin staring at Ningning. He got caught in 380p. Okay, to be fair, it's Ningning. If it were me, he's stronger than me, that's for damn sure. If she were in front of me, I too would I would just keep looking to make sure that she didn't have anything to say to me. Like, oh, no? Okay. Still nothing. Just in case, you know? What if she had something important to say to me? I don't know. If she did, though, I'd be very open to it. Here's what some K-netizens think of this. If he looked at her 3 times in 4 hours, so he was staring at her, he was probably just staring at her. No, there are so many people over there so they can stare at anyone they want. He's looking at the monitor. This is hilarious. You probably want them to get into a scandal and are trying to mesh them together as hard as you can. You're trying to spread rumors made by DC Gallery. Farewell. I don't know what that means. And I don't know that it's a rumor because he was caught in 380p. He was caught in slow motion at that time, and actually there was a monitor next to aespa, so even other members would look towards that direction from time to time. DC Gallery is trying to get Wonbin hate and are trying so hard to maliciously make up rumors about him. Even Twitter is just laughing at the forced hate. Freaking funny. I'll just take a PDF of this and let it slide. I'll just take a PDF of this. Why? What are you going to do with it? Every time they would film the singers, they would always film in front of Ningning, so he's probably just looking at the camera. Also, do you know how many staff members are in front of them? Seriously, this is such a forced delusion. You look like a effing gallery. But what is gallery? Anyways, I just thought this was so funny because I knew it was coming. I could feel it in my blood. My bones? Some will say that he's looking towards a monitor. I choose to live my life in delusion and you can't stop me. No, but you guys know I live for like the weirdest dating rumors and like over dramatize someone looking in another direction for a split second. I live for it. So of course, let me know what you think in the comments below. On that note, though, with this specific event as well, we also had Miss Giselle being accused of being shady towards IVE. As Giselle faces allegations of rude behavior towards IVE, Korean netizens defend her. This is another thing where it's like kind of trying to make a big deal out of something, but it doesn't really go anywhere. This too, of course, at the Melon Music Awards, I don't think I mentioned that. You know, this is why it's probably so boring to stand 5th gen K-pop because everyone is just looking way too much into idols' reaction to things, especially at award shows. Riize Wonbin can look for a split second towards Ningning and it's like instantly the most dramatic thing we've ever seen in our entire lives. And now Giselle has the audacity to yawn. She obviously hates IVE. So I remember seeing this post on Panchoa as well, and it describes Giselle's actions: yawning, rubbing her eyes, crossing her arms, sweeping her hair, and rearranging her clothes as allegedly intentional displays of boredom and disrespect. If I Oh my God, I can't even stand in a line at stores. I get so antsy. I'm like moving around. I like cannot stand it. Can you imagine being forced to sit there for hours on end watching people perform? And it's probably, you know what? I don't know where they are, but can you imagine if on top of that it's like bad seats to actually see anything? What if it's from the side? What if it's a group you genuinely don't like? I find it so funny though, because I've literally seen like 20 clips of Songha from Ateez like this. Wait a minute. Watching groups and he's just like this. He didn't look like he was enjoying a damn thing. Maybe he was. I know fans are going to be like, no, he was bobbing his, not very enthusiastically, I'll say it. I'm not coming for him. I love him. I'll die for Songha. But I think it's just funny who we're picking and choosing to get mad over their reactions, just saying. Additionally, the poster criticized her for laughing during a serious moment, labeling her attitude as inconsiderate and unprofessional, especially given the formal setting of an award ceremony. So here's what netizens had to say in defense of her. She's covering her mouth and yawning out of etiquette. I read the description and thought it would be bad, but this is just normal. I'm an I fan, but why do people write posts like this? They're doing too much. I've seen multiple posts like this already. It's as if Giselle's the only person to cross her legs and lean back against the chair. LOL. A lot of idols have done this at awards, and now they're shaming her for laughing. People doing this are just writing from their delusional minds. Wow, aespa is really successful these days. She laughed because Karina's stomach... How do you know this? She laughed because Karina's stomach rumbled in the first clip. How did you know? Did they tell you this? How do you know this? It really feels like they're bullies in the entertainment industry. I couldn't watch until the end because of the secondhand embarrassment. So this is the original post we're talking about. Wow, Giselle's attitude is kind of bad. People were saying that the post from the top trending category claiming she has a bad attitude was forced hate, but it's actually freaking bad. Ningning is also freaking bad, but Giselle is a wall. When I was receiving their daesang, she was yawning and she kept rubbing her eyes, crossing her arms, sweeping her hair, and kept rearranging clothes. She looks like she was adamant in showing she didn't give an F, and she was always showing how bored she looks. They were talking about serious stuff and she even laughed. No matter which sunbae it is, shouldn't you at least show some manners? They were getting... Didn't aespa debut before IVE? They were getting their daesangs and she here crossing her arms and like da-da-da-da. Here's another picture. This picture looks perfectly normal unless we're criticizing her for crossing her legs, which Ningning is also crossing her legs, but Ningning was also mentioned in this. But we literally see who is behind aespa. Look in this picture. Who's in the white with their crossed legs too? Yawning, fixing her clothes. What do you think about this? I'd love to know in the comments below. I'm not totally convinced, I'll be honest. I would need to see, like, you know, people take the clip of the idol reacting to something and then put the actual clip. I want to see it side by side to see if it actually lines up, if like she's actually seemingly laughing at Wonyoung. Because I feel like idols know better than this. I feel like, especially as we're entering 5th gen, 4th gen has gone through this enough times for companies to know to tell their idols to not react to anything. Honestly, there probably was a monitor when it comes to Wonbin's situation because he was probably told to not look at anybody. Don't look at anybody if I catch you. It's just a thought though. Somi set the K-pop world on fire by responding to this tweet. So here's the tweet. F Big Bang, F Treasure, F Winner, F Icon, F21. We like you, Somi, F Lauren. So then it seems she responded to this tweet by saying, yay, they like me. And it's really divided people very greatly. For further context, Somi is under the Black Label, which is a subsidiary of YG Entertainment. It's basically still YG. I do believe I've heard her in the past refer to Blackpink as her label mates. I don't even know how to explain it. What does this mean, first of all? I don't actually understand what her intention was, what she meant by this. But let's start with people who are offended by this. She really thinks she's funny. I hope you, at Somi Official, stop using GD and Taeyang cosplayers during your promotions. You support this at the Black Label? And this is quote tweeting someone who said, I really hope that this was sarcasm because if it wasn't, this ain't it. Next time, think before you speak. Starting from you saying that Bear make Big Bang? What does that mean? You have to start learning to speak properly, and now you're making your image worse with a joke. That's not funny. Come on. You have to realize what you're doing. If someone created an F you Somi and I love you Treasure post and Treasure responded the same way as Somi, you guys would scream your lungs out too. bunch of hypocrites. However, on the other side of things, there are some people who think that it's really not that serious and supporting Somi fully. It's always we want fun idols until an idol actually has fun and a good sense of humor. We freaking love you, Somi. Somi, get behind us. Blink's got your back. Well, what if the post didn't mention Blackpink? Otherwise, I don't think Somi would have survived this. Just saying, you know, Big Bang. I'm not gonna survive this. Big Bang stands and 21 stands. Cut that out. I didn't say that. Going down as one of the best deleted tweets in history. Thank you, Somi, and amen. They mad at Somi, but her reply wasn't that serious. It was more of a, whoo, I'm safe kind of thing, like, please. And I do want to talk about this because, you know, when you tweet something, you can't always distinguish what kind of tone it's set in. And I personally think Somi loves 21. I can't speak for the other groups. She's literally mentioned 21 in the past as being one of her greatest inspirations in life. One of the muses for her music. I mean, I might be paraphrasing, but I personally think that one time as a K-pop legend, aka my boss Teddy, he has made some awesome hits and made legendary K-pop groups like 21, Big Bang, and Blackpink. Like, to the people who are upset, I can half get it. Because on one hand, it's like, yes, you know, Big Bang, 21 absolute legends. But like, that's the end of the sentence because I don't know what she means. Like, you could assume she's shading those groups by, you know, uplifting herself. Like, I could kind of get how that's being viewed. But again, like, this one's a little bit of a mystery to me. Oh, the bear is Teddy. Teddy made Big Bang. Oh, people are mad that she said that. Oh, I get it now. Here's what some K-netizens think of the situation. So the post is titled, Somi is getting criticized by YG fans right now. Even if she's just joking, I'm just thinking, why would she do this? I feel like she's gonna get into a controversy at some point. She's always talking without filtering herself. Fans of the singers mentioned would be pissed. She seems rude. It's true that she acted rashly, but Big Bang winner, icon, and treasure all barely have fans anymore. So I don't feel offended. It's a relief that BP wasn't mentioned. Somi probably didn't have any bad intentions, but anyways, it's true that she messed with sensitive fans, so she was careless. Somi will ruin herself with that mouth. I mean, it does like bring up the question of why respond to that tweet? Like, is she really all that active on Twitter to begin with? You know, out of all the tweets in this world, in this universe, why respond to that tweet specifically? I'm not gonna lie, it is really confusing to me. Like, I don't fully, like, to just be able to ask her, Somi, DM me. I promise I won't expose it. I won't tell anyone. I just need to know for myself why you said that. I just want to know for myself, and I promise I won't share it unless you explicitly tell me that I can share it with people. Just putting it out there. You can literally trust me. But anyways, I'd love to know what you think about this. Because again, the tone, like, is she just being like, you know, here's what I thought initially. Yay, they like me, like as if I need your validation because you're dissing all these other people. That could be a tone of it, right? Or is that too much of a stretch? Let me know. Let's talk about Jessi because it's been so interesting to see this story evolve, essentially, because the original story was that it was reported that More Vision, which is Jay Park's company that Jessi joined about 7 months ago, was in talks of ending their contract with Jessi. Now, this was, of course, a report, and I found it weird because why would you report that they're in talks to do this? Why would anyone announce that? And the implication of this was essentially that Jessi was missing music shows, that she, you know, was taking a jab at her work ethic, essentially, from what I understood. More Vision reportedly will terminate contract with Jessi. The news comes just 7 months after Jessi signed with the label. So, you know, she has been quote unquote label hopping a little bit. She was at P Nation for a while and then she moved to More Vision. I don't know her story prior to that. But because of her seemingly sudden departure from P Nation into More Vision, you know, people started taking that as like, oh my God, like she just isn't happy. She must be the problem. It's not the company. And I really saw everybody taking this and running with it. People talking about her work ethic, people saying, you know, she's doing like American things in Korea. Of course, it's not going to work out. Like elaborate explanations as to why More Vision would want to terminate their contract with her. So this is according to an industry insider. Jessi and More Vision had a disagreement over her promotions for her new song. The disagreement then spilled over even after her promotions had ended. At the end, More Vision decided it would be best for them to go their separate ways. However, it's not true. Both Jessi and J Park have posted to their Instagram stories to share that this isn't true. Me and Jessica, oh good, no need to worry. Jessi sharing, just arrived in New York and woke up to this nonsense. Y'all need to get a life for real. We're all good over here. Happy holidays, guys. So I just thought it was very interesting how this story evolved. It's just kind of funny retrospectively. Let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun things that have happened in K-pop recently and are quick news. So, XG released their music video for Winter Without You. Ateez have announced a world tour. Can you... I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I have some TikToks to share about that later. NMIXX released the stage practice for their song Sanyar. I absolutely love when idols sing live during their dance practices, and it's really not all that common. Of course, NMIXX do this quite a bit. We even have groups like ITZY doing it. 21 have done a couple in the past as well. And I know there are more, so let me know your favorite stage practices in the comments. Okay, I have to share with you some TikToks today. So we have some Christmas ones as well. I think they're so funny. As always, every single TikTok will be linked below if you'd like to check them out and give them some love. Ooh, this one. That's so cute. And then the next one, Merry Rickmas. Rixmas. I'm like, I thought it was Ricky from ZB1, and I'm like, Nikki? But his full name isn't Ricky, as I learned. I keep getting on these like list TikToks, and a lot of them are so wrong. It's like, Somi speaks Dutch. I'm like, no, she doesn't. So-and-so idol speaks French. I'm like, no, they don't. I would know. I have a list. Me at SM headquarters trying to convince the staff to give aespa a full album. This is so cute.
You know, it would make a perfect gift for Christmas. Just saying.
Just saying.
Do you want a tumbler?
Just saying. Oh my god. Me next year at Ateez concert, basically selling my entire family.
Are you my neighbor's Wi-Fi router? No. Because I really wish you were a bit closer.
Closer. Are you my neighbor's Wi-Fi router? Because I wish you were a little bit closer. Oh no, this is, we've done it, guys. Me now that Ateez announced their tour, and tickets will be so much harder to get because of how big they've gotten.
We're not a team. 우린 팀이 아니야. 이거는 one is every man for themselves, right? We're not a team. This is a competition.
This is a competition. Did I just interrupt something? Oh my god. This is the weather now, and it's You gotta use what you have to use sometimes, and sometimes I don't know that I would use a photo card, but I've used many a random object to scrape snow, to scrape ice off my car. So those are basically all the TikToks I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. That is it for me. I think I already said that. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye. They're old as hell now. They don't have time to be on the internet fighting you guys.